My name is Joy of Unique Place Designs. You are welcome to my channel. Unique Place Design is a fashion outlet that deals in made-to-order and ready-to-wear clothing and accessories for both male and female. Once again, you are welcome to this channel. On this channel, we will be posting sewing videos and videos on how to draft different patterns. Without much ado, let's get into the business of today. Today, we'll be drafting the basic bodice pattern, and we'll be using the following measurements: shoulder 15, bust 36, waist 32, half length in front 17, and the back half length 16, bust point of 10. We start by taking out, you see we have already ruled our baseline. This is just a baseline to start our drafting. Then we take 3 inches, we mark 3 inches neck width and 3 inches neck depth. This is standard measurement. It's the standard all over, but you can then align it to whatever pattern, to whatever style you want. In this, we are using a measurement of 15 inches for the shoulder, divided by 2 gives you 7.5. So you mark your 7.5. Then you have to come down by 1 inch because the human body, the shoulders are slanty. It's not 90 degrees angle. Then you take that from the shoulder, you join it. Now to the armhole depth. How do you get the armhole depth? There's a formula for it, which is bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. In this case, the bust circumference is 36 divided by 6 gives you 6, plus 1.5 gives you 7.5. So we'll be measuring 7.5 downwards, which is at that point, and then we draw a straight line. And from that point, we draw another horizontal straight line. This is referred to as the chest line. Chest line. Then we take the full measurement. In this instance, our front length, half length is 17. So we take 17 and measure it out quickly. Then the waistline is 32 divided by 4 gives you 8. 8 plus 1 inch for that gives you 9. This is 9. Add 1 inch sewing allowance. Then you go to the chest line. The bust is 36 divided by 4 gives you 9. Plus 1 inch allowance gives you 10. Join all the points together. Then we now we want to draft the armhole. We come here and we take this measurement, and this is 7.5. So the half of 7.5, the midpoint gives you something like 3.75. Then you come in by half inch. This is to make way for the bust, so that it can relax properly and accommodate the bust. Then you take your curved rule and put it, make sure it passes all the points, it touches all the points. So your bust, not on the allowance, but on the exact bust measurement. So that's it. Blend it in. So this is the basic bodice pattern for the front. Then the bust point is 10. Let's take the measurement for the bust point. 10. We draw a line because now we want to put our darts. And how do you get where to place your darts? How do you get the exact inches from your center front? This is your center front. How do you get the inches to know where to place your dart? There's a formula for it. It's called your nipple to nipple measurement, and there's a formula for it. It's the bust circumference divided by 8 minus 1. In this instance, bust circumference is 36 divided by 8 is 4.5. Minus 1 gives you 3.5. So you go here, 3.5, 3.5, you draw a straight line to meet the bust point. And then from the bust point, you come down by 1. This is because the bust, when you see clothes that are made, the bust is not pointy. If you just start and if you just take your that right from the bust point, your client is going to look weird. So you take ½ inch on both sides, ½ inch on both sides, and then you connect. And that's it for the front pattern. Then we add her ½ inch allowance underneath to join the waist, and then on top for the shoulder, joining of the shoulder. Now we're going to be drafting the back bodice pattern. So we'll take out 3 inches, we'll measure out 3 inches neck width, and then 1 inch neck depth. You see, this 3 inches, like I said before, is a standard. It's depending on the style you want to make, then you can adapt to suit whatever style you want to make. Then, as we did in the front, we'll take our 7.5 from the edge, from the center back. We'll take our 7.5 because our shoulder is 15 and we divide it into 2. Then we come down by 1 inch as we did in front, and then we draw a straight line down. Then on this line, we measure 7.5 from the shoulder drop. We measure 7.5 as we did for the front. Then you take your shoulder slant. Let's take out the shoulder slant. Yes, that's the shoulder slant. Then, as we did for the front, bust is 36 divided by 4, 9. One inch allowance, 10. Then take note that our back half length is 16, not 17 as we measured in front. So here we'll be taking 16. 16. Then, like we did for the front too, the waist is 32 divided by 4. That's 8 plus 1 inch for that allowance. Then we add 1 inch as seam allowance. And we quickly join these lines together. So we have what we have for front. But then we come to the armhole depth, the 7.5, and we take our midpoint like we did for the front. But this time around, we'll not be going in by ½ inch. We just connect right from there to our side seam. So this is it for the back. This is the front pattern and this is the back pattern. Then we go to place our darts as usual. We've calculated before, it's 3.5. ½ inch on both sides. ½ inch on both sides. This time we'll be taking it directly from the chest level, so that it gives it a smooth finish at the back. And then, because our backs are not just straight, we have a slanty figure as human beings. We'll be taking away 1/2 inch from this back, and then we slant it like this. But this 1/2 inch that we have taken from the back, we must include it here. If not, by the time you sew it, there will be a shortfall. So we are going to put that 1/2 inch right here. And this is how the back bodice will look like. So let's add our sewing allowance. Sewing allowance for this and this. Okay. And we extend the lines. That's it for the back bodice. But then take note that the front bodice is 17 inches long and the back bodice is 16 inches long. By the time you cut out the fabric and you join together, the front bodice will be longer than the back bodice. But there's a way to handle that. So from this, let's extend this line. Okay, so from the bust point, you come down by 1 inch. And this is because the difference between the front bodice and the back bodice pattern is 1 inch. So on that 1 inch, connect it directly to the bust point. Then on both sides, you take away 1/2 inch, because this 1/2 inch together when sewn will become 1 inch. Then on the bust point, you come down by 1.5 inch, and then you attach. You draw a straight line to meet that point. So this is the underarm dart. By the time you sew this in, you find out that you've removed the 1 inch surplus that makes the front bodice to be longer than the back bodice. So both the front bodice and the back bodice will now align. Please take note that this particular dart, this inch is being taken away. You see where I measured it right on the bust, on the side seam, sorry, not on the allowance, on the side seam. I hope you understand. Then now we can elongate our darts. And it's always safer to have extra when you are elongating the darts, so that there will not be shortfall in fabric by the time you are sewing, by the time you cut out and you are sewing. So this is what your body should look like. This is it for the back bodice, and this is it for the front bodice. So you cut along these lines. So we've cut out our patterns, and this is what the front bodice pattern should look like and the back bodice pattern. You notice the slant here, which we replaced here. And let's fold out this side underarm dart. You see, by the time you fold it, it becomes equal. There is no longer any surplus fabric. So that's how to draft the basic bodice pattern. Please like our videos, share, comment, ask your questions in the comment section. We'll definitely get back to you. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that whenever we post a new video, you will be notified. Thank you. Bye.